Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Wanted to thank all the positive comments I got from, well, the feedback that I got actually wasn't necessarily on the video, but it was a picture collage with some. It was live picture collage I had done from yesterday because I just couldn't run around filming. We can take pictures. Anyway, let's go back to what happened yesterday. Yesterday, I was invited through an association of non-commissioned officers in the Swiss Army from Lausanne. And what they do is monthly they hold these historical events where you either hike and get to see something historical, or you do a static where you actually visit a bunker, a Swiss bunker. And Switzerland is filled with them. Now, this all began, and the pictures yesterday show it, from the Great War. During that period, the Swiss prepared their frontier, they prepared their country for possible invasions from any and every direction by laying in bunkers, by laying in extensive trenching systems. And the way they grouped it, there was different army groups that were responsible for certain areas, and they went in and they fortified basically Switzerland. Everything from what we call dragon teeth, which is also on the Siegfried line, and to what they call them Toblerone, which is after the chocolate bar, which looks like, you know, has a teeth on it. Anyway, and so they put those in along with bunkers that could cover these areas, cover fields of fire, supporting fire, and then they could put infantry in between them and trenches, this kind of stuff that they could dig. A lot of these positions that we visited there were three periods. We visited from World War I, period of World War II. Of course, they give the dates, okay? It's like from 38 to 45 and from 1914 to 1918. And then one Cold War bunker we visited, which was, we couldn't go in. Now, some of them we could go in because they're disused and they're sort of just out there. And but the Swiss Army is still responsible for them. So a lot of them they cover up so people can't go into them to get injured, because the Swiss Army is still responsible and they don't want to pay out the insurance for someone doing stupid stuff, you know. But a lot of them, you know, we were able to go inside of them. Communication bunkers, physical anti-tank bunkers, artillery bunkers, machine gun bunkers, and then some slit trenches. And there was a huge trench in a forest line that we got to visit, which was dug, which was huge. There's a huge area in the forest line that they had dug. But great pictures. There were 8 of us, 7 to begin with. We picked up another person on the way. We hiked about 7 hours, and we started at the top of the hill. We worked our way all the way down, and then we worked our way all the way up again to our parking area. And it was a place called Altavilla, and which is a very Roman name, actually. But this is all in the area of Lac Morat, Murden, or Morat, say it in English, and beautiful area. The weather was very kind to us. Matter of fact, I got lots of sun. I'm all red today, you know. I didn't put enough suntan lotion on, not suntan lotion, but the sun protection on. And but it was a wonderful day out. Very fatiguing. I'm completely worn out today because I haven't been doing these kind of hikes in a while. But it was a great day. I just want to put some context to that and thank the association for the invitation. It's completely free. Anybody can go. Matter of fact, I could even guide somebody on these because I just listened to everything the guy said, and history is my one of my favorite subjects, and yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, there were even some of them built into, you know, some of the fortifications are built into villas or in homes, it's kind of like that. So, I mean, and it's all ready to go. I mean, they can still go in there today. There's also some conversation over about some of the overpasses that we were there, and they were all at one time had been prepared for demolition just in case. They just go in and they have a special piece of paper that they put over something that has holes in it, and they put the blasting cap in a certain location. I hope this is not sensitive, but and they could blow it. But a lot of this stuff's been decommissioned because Switzerland's not. Europe's changed. Lots of things have changed, and Switzerland is gotten probably a lot. I mean, they still can occupy these spaces. They still have lots of space they can occupy, but I think they've they are less a defensive army as they are an offensive army now, and they have a lot of offensive capabilities. And but one of them was really cool because there was from the Cold War. If you look at the pictures, it has these green panels on the front. Those are metal panels. They can take them off. Inside of it's a Sheridan tank turret. And then what's really cool is that these spaces also have the ability to house. At one time, men did go in and they lived in them and they trained in them, this kind of stuff. 12 men, some were 12 men, and a lot of them they're still, they have the housing area where they were at, and then from there, they wouldn't move underground at this location to their bunker system. They kept them independent for some reason. And some of the bunkers I thought were a little bit sort of weird because the entrance to them were in the front, or to the side, not really from the behind. And I think that was something they could have really done. But anyway, armchair cowboy quarterbacking here because they have their reasons for everything, and they're usually pretty good. The Swiss are. Anyway, wonderful day out. The next trip we're going to go on, which I think is next month, actually going to be a hike up a mountain to a static location, a static bunker where the planning is to stay the night. Have a really nice fondue or raclette, very Swiss. And these bunkers are very cool, very cold inside them. They actually have really low temperatures. So, you got to go in there, you got to wrap up, But they're perfectly serviceable, and going to go see one of those and stay the night and then come back, hike back down the next day. I look forward to that one, actually. But what's really cool is that the gentleman that was guiding us, very, very knowledgeable, and he's visiting these places as he can, and writing. And I asked him, I said, why don't you just put all this down in a guide? This would be fantastic. He said, well, there's other people who do this. I said, man, you need to. You're the one that has the expertise on this. And he's a soldier himself. He's a little bit. Still got a few more years before retirement. And he could hump. That guy, man, he was tall and he was moving. Gosh, I had a hard time keeping up with him, but I tried. I finished it out. It was a good forced march, actually, and we had a really nice lunch. We went to some really nice field in the tree line, and they all heated up themselves some dehydrated rations. I just brought some sandwich with me. I wasn't very hungry, and drank a lot of water. Took a little nap. Laughed and joked and conversations with everybody. There were two young ladies with us, and school teachers actually, and. I think they had a blast also. But I really enjoyed myself. And they even asked me, why didn't you wear a uniform? I said, I don't wear a uniform anymore. That's over for me, But I still had a blast. And I'm going to continue doing these as much as I can because they're really interesting. And especially the history side, getting to know the people and getting out. And that's something I'm trying to do more and more is to get out. Get out and do more things with other people. And I like to be with people. I like to be around people, but I like my time alone. And I have a tendency to hide out. I do things more of alone or with just a buddy or something like that. But anyway, sadly, a lot of my buddies, their lives are changing. One's moved off, and another one just became a papa, and so he'll be spending less time goofing off with me. And so I got to find new people to do things with. But anyway, listen, I want to thank you, and thank you for all your nice comments, and I hope you continue supporting my channel. Subscribe, please. Get your friends involved. Just I want to start something and get a message out there, a positive message to people. And show some positive things, and not just show one thing, but show lots of things. I'm interested in the bushcraft community. That's the side that I like a lot. But also, I'm very much involved in discussing depression and anxiety and fear, and I'm also because, like I said, I can stay out at home. I could just hide out, or do things to myself just to be away from the possibility of confrontation. It's really weird. I was in a very confrontational role for a long time, in my life, and now I just avoid it. And it's I don't want any trouble with people, and I don't want I don't want problems. But what I do want to do is continue also historical stuff. I love history. It's one of my favorite things, and even the Scout movement. I'm passionate about the Scout movement. I'm not so much involved with it anymore because my son has grown up, and yeah, and I just haven't had the time, to be involved in it as much. But anytime somebody needs me for something, I'm always open and willing to get involved. But anyway, listen, I want to thank you again, and wish you all the best. And please subscribe, like, and share my videos with other people. Get other people involved. I've got over 40 subscribers. I am so thankful for that. Yeah, I got more stuff coming. Listen, I got some controversial, even though I'm not a very controversial person, I got some controversial videos I'm going to be talking about, and that is even with belief. Okay, but some of you may not like those, and some of you may like them. I understand that. I totally understand. It's really weird. I was looking at my videos. I know I'm trying to cut this off, but and for some reason my wool shirts, not very many people like to watch that, but a lot of people like to watch the other stuff. I find that funny, because to me that wool shirt's very important. It's probably more important to me than the other stuff is. But anyway, listen, thanks a lot, and all of you have a good day, and I hope to hear back from you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.